How could men who love their wives and children be so unthinking, so callous, so cruel? There could be no love in such persons, we thought. And just as we were being convinced of their heartlessness, they would surprise us with fresh resolves and new attentions. For a while they would be their old sweet selves, only to dash the new structure of affection to pieces once more. Asked why they commenced to drink again, they would reply with some silly excuse or none. It was so baffling, so heartbreaking. Could we have been so mistaken in the men we married? When drinking they were strangers. Sometimes they were so inaccessible that it seemed as though a great wall had been built around them. And even if they did not love their families, how could they be so blind about themselves? What had become of their judgment, their common sense, their willpower? Why could they not see that drink meant ruin to them? Why was it, when these dangers were pointed out, that they agreed and then got drunk again immediately? These are some of the questions which race through the mind of every woman who has an alcoholic husband. We hope this book has answered some of them. Perhaps your husband has been living in that strange world of alcoholism where everything is distorted and exaggerated. You can see that he really does love you with his better self. Of course, there is such a thing as incompatibility, but in nearly every instance, the alcoholic only seems to be unloving and inconsiderate. It is usually because he is warped and sickened that he says and does these appalling things. Today, most of our men are better husbands and fathers than ever before. Al-Anon recommends you attend some open AA speaker meetings. At these meetings, you will hear AA members tell their stories. In their stories, they will describe their lives while they were drinking, how they joined AA, worked the 12 steps, and had spiritual experiences or spiritual awakenings, and how their lives and relationships have changed for the better, and what their lives are like today. Many AA members have been sober for years and even decades. Try not to condemn your alcoholic husband no matter what he says or does. He is just another very sick, unreasonable person. Treat him when you can as though he had pneumonia. When he angers you, remember that he is very ill. There is an important exception to the foregoing. We realize some men are thoroughly bad-intentioned, that no amount of patience will make any difference. An alcoholic of this temperament may be quick to use this chapter as a club over your head. Don't let him get away with it. If you are positive he is one of this type, you may feel you had better leave. Is it right to let him ruin your life and the lives of your children? Especially when he has before him a way to stop his drinking and abuse if he really wants to pay the price. If you suspect your husband is an alcoholic, suggest to him he attend AA meetings. There he will find fellowship and all the help he needs to fully recover from alcoholism. If he needs to detox, make sure he detoxes under the care of medical professionals. There are detox facilities in every major city in the US and practically every major city in the world. Today, AA has a presence in over 170 countries, with an estimated 114,000 groups and more than 2 million members worldwide. The book Alcoholics Anonymous, now in its 4th edition, has sold over 30 million copies and has been translated into 67 languages. If your husband is offered the free help AA provides and refuses to accept help, recognize this as a major problem for your entire family. Consider attending some Al-Anon meetings. You can easily find a meeting listing for your area on the internet. Simply Google search Al-Anon along with the city nearest you. Al-Anon has more than 26,000 Al-Anon groups in 115 countries. It is suggested you attend 6 Al-Anon meetings before deciding whether or not Al-Anon is for you. This is the suggested Al-Anon preamble. It is read at every Al-Anon meeting. The Al-Anon family groups are a fellowship of relatives and friends of alcoholics who share their experience, strength, and hope in order to solve their common problems. We believe alcoholism is a family illness and that changed attitudes can aid in recovery. Al-Anon is not allied with any sect, denomination, political entity, organization, or institution. It does not engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. There are no dues or fees for membership. Al-Anon is self-supporting through its own voluntary contributions. Al-Anon has but one purpose: to help families of alcoholics. We do this by practicing the 12 steps, by welcoming and giving comfort to families of alcoholics, and by giving understanding and encouragement to the alcoholic.